Hey guys, what's up? So we continue our collection of understanding the Great Rebellion of 1857, and as you have seen all the concepts, I have taught you all the concepts, and now you know the facts and the details and the concepts and the analysis and everything. So we will deal with the previous year questions on the revolt of 1857 with the solutions. So I have gone through all the questions. I have got some help also from others. So last 15-20 years questions, all the questions have been included. They usually ask one question every 2 years, so it is not very important from prelims perspective, but understanding it gives you a certain background that helps you in understanding the modern history. This is presented by me, Roman Saini. So you can follow me on Unacademy on www.unacademy.in/user/Roman Saini. So the question is, what were the object or objects of Queen Victoria's proclamation of 1858? So first statement is to disclaim any intention to annex Indian states. Second is to place the Indian administration under the British Crown. So second is obviously correct. So without even thinking, I know that this is correct. To regulate East India Company's trade with India. So there are answer 1 and 2, 2, 1 and 3, 1, 2, 3. So obviously the in this case the third is absolutely wrong. There was no regulation of East India Company as such. So you can see option 3 is completely irrelevant because East India Company was completely abolished. Almost everything was abolished of East India Company. Option 2 is correct to a certain extent. Obviously it is correct because Indian states were to recognize British Crown as the head. So answer in this case will become A, 1 and 2 only, because this is also was there because Indians were afraid because of doctrine of lapse and all the policies. So answer in this case becomes 1 and 2 only. So they wanted to annex Indian states as well as they wanted to place the Indian administration under the British Crown. Okay, so let's move forward. So now the ruler of which one of the following states was removed from power by the British on the pretext of misgovernance? So this is a very common question. Like it was a very so Jhansi, you must be knowing, right? Jhansi's main thing was doctrine of lapse policy. Rani Lakshmi Bai's son, along with Gangadhar, the king of Jhansi, he died after 4 months of birth. So they adopted the son of their cousin and named him Damodar Rao. Now, Damodar Rao was not recognized by Britishers as the heir, and under doctrine of lapse policy of Lord Dalhousie, Jhansi was annexed. Okay, Satara was also annexed, but Awadh was annexed totally on the ground of misgovernance. So that fueled the fire in the heart of the sepoys who were had lots of sepoys were there from Awadh. Almost every farmer family had one sepoy serving in the British army. So Awadh is the correct answer in this particular case. This is just a fact, you need to remember it. So option C is irrelevant, okay, because French is absolutely nowhere. Jhansi and Satara were annexed by the doctrine of lapse. I have told you in this in the lectures. So if you just watch the entire collection of 1.5 hours, in 1.5 hours you will be perfect master of Revolt of 1857. You don't need to read any book. You don't need to go to any blog. You don't need to visit any website. You don't need to solve previous year question papers. You just need to watch these lessons. Okay. So now moving forward, who was the Governor General of India during the Sepoy Mutiny? So obviously Lord Dalhousie was there before 1856 up to 1856. He introduced the postal reforms. He introduced the obviously doctrine of lapse policy and all. Lord Canning was there. He held the Allahabad Darbar. So you must be knowing. He was also called as Clemency Canning. So there are lots of ways in which you can connect a person. Okay, obviously these are completely irrelevant. Okay, they are very far away from 1857 revolt. So answer in this case becomes Lord Canning was the Governor General of India during the Sepoy Mutiny. So, okay, 1856 to 1860, and he became the first Viceroy of India also in 1858. Because under Government of India Act of 1858, you know that Viceroy concept was introduced and his job was to report directly to the Crown. Now, with reference to the revolt of year 1857, who of the following was betrayed by a friend, captured and put to death by the British? It's a very common anecdotal evidence. Also, if you go to Madhya Pradesh, in Shivpuri and other districts, they have anecdote. The Tatya Tope was because the Sindhiyas of the Gwaliors, they were not in favor of few revolt. They sided along with Britishers, and those who were loyal to Sindhiyas, like Man Singh, who was of Narwar, so he betrayed Tatya Tope and Britishers hung him in 1859. Obviously, Kumar Singh was an 80-year-old chap who died because of natural things. Khan Bahadur Khan, Nana Sahib. Nana Sahib went to Nepal, so you must be knowing that he never know. No one knows what happened to him. Tatya Tope is obviously the right answer in this case. Even if you watch the lecture, you'll find it. Cool. So he was betrayed by Man Singh, who was a feudatory of Scindias, as I was speaking. Which one of the following territories was not affected by revolt of 1857? So just remember, West, East, and South India was not affected by and large. So Jhansi is obviously in. It comes in the central northern India, which was the belt. Okay, upper MP. Jagdishpur is in Bihar, so obviously it must be affected. Arha, as I was saying, Kumar Singh was from Jagdishpur. Lucknow was obviously the hotbed of revolt without any doubt. Chittor was not at all affected. Okay, rather they were either neutral to, or they supported entire Rajasthan, either neutral to or it supported the Britishers. So answer obviously becomes B in this case. All these questions have been asked in the prelims exam one time or the other. Cool. So ACD were epicenter of the revolt under Rani Lakshmibai, Kumar Singh and Begum Hazrat Mahal respectively, Brijesh Kadar and all. You must have seen the previous videos, so you know by now how it goes. Which one of the following places did Kumar Singh, a prominent leader of the revolt of 1857, belongs to? Can you see this? They are asking the same question again and again and again. So he belonged to Arha in Jagdishpur in Bihar. Okay, I have already spoken. Rajasthan did not participated in revolt of 1857. So answer becomes A. Then consider the following princely states of British rule in India. Okay, Jhansi, Sambhalpur, and Satara. The correct chronological order in which they were annexed by the Britishers. So you can't do really anything except the fact that you just have to remember this years. Okay, all these states were annexed by the doctrine of lapse policy. Okay, Satara was annexed in 1848, Jaipur and Sambalpur in 1849, Bhagat in 1850, Udaipur, it is again not Rajasthan's Udaipur. Okay, it is in the eastern India region, the Chhattisgarh region of contemporary times, and Nagpur in 1854. So if you go by this particular sequence, so answer becomes C. Okay, so here you can see the C answer is 3, 2 and 1, Satara, Sambalpur and Jhansi. Jhansi was the latest in this particular 3. Okay, so in this instance we could not play off the Mohammedans against the Hindus. So you must be knowing Hindu Muslim unity was at its peak during the revolt of 1857. We fought like brothers, we bled like brothers. Okay, so this statement was obviously related to revolt of 1857, and in these things you will find a lot of communal elements were involved. Muslim League was formed, lot of riot happened during 1930s, 1940s. The pinnacle was Direct Action Day in Bengal. Massive killings happened during that day, but there was no Hindu-Muslim riot during revolt of 1857, and British's divide and rule policy did not succeed. So answer obviously is revolt of 1857, where Hindus and Muslims fought like brothers in arms. Okay, so these were the glorious days. Hope these days come back and the trust builds in the community. The educated middle class in India. The educated middle class in India. This is a very important question. Most of the people think that they supported or they were remained neutral to the revolt. Okay, but the correct answer is they were in a position of revolt of 1857. This is the sad reality. See, what happened with the educated middle class was they thought that Britishers are changing India for good. They abolished sati, they abolished child marriage, they encouraged widow remarriage, they promoted women education. So all these were favorable changes according to people like Raja Ram Mohan Roy, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, all the awesome educated people. They thought that Britishers are doing a good thing. Okay, they thought they were good. They will change India for good. They are bringing scientific temper to India. And these are all illiterate, illogical people, these peasants, these sepoys. So they rather opposed the revolt of 1857. They neither supported it nor they remain neutral to it, but they opposed the revolt of 1857. So these were all the questions which came in the preliminary examination. Now I will deal with the mains examination question in the next lesson. And so as you can see, they clearly oppose the revolt of 1857 because the revolt was backward looking. So thank you for watching this lesson. Have an awesome day.